Hot Mustard Mondays, we're back again. It's a cold day in January here. We had a little bit of snow last night. It's probably like 30 degrees or so outside. This week I want to go over a guitar and talk about like finding sales and deals and that kind of stuff. Very rarely will I ever buy a brand new guitar, and if I do, it's usually on sale. I had a Pelham Blue SG special, the P91. Those are, I think, like 1,500 new. I was able to get it at like almost 30% off when I bought that guitar. And a lot of these other ones, like this Blue Junior here, that was an eBay find at a ridiculous price. This was a custom yellow SG that I had made, which was a super cheap price that I paid, but it's an awesome guitar. And then like this is another eBay find for like $100. So with that being said, Black Friday, they have the big sales the day after Thanksgiving. I'm an early bird, so I was up early that day. And I went online, and Chicago Music Exchange had, they were blowing out these 2017, like new old stock, Gibson ES335 and the Ginger Burst, Studio Memphis they're called, or the Memphis Studio, whatever. I woke up and I added it to my cart, and as I was logging in my information to pay for it, the guitar had sold out, and I was kind of bummed because they were blowing these out for $1,000, $999, which is a ridiculous price if you've ever tried pricing, one of these out, even a used one. So I went back to bed that morning, and I woke up like another hour later. And just to see what would happen, I went back on, I think it was on Reverb actually. I went on there and I looked, and there was more of them available. So I added it to the cart. I already had my information saved, and I hit buy, and I got one. So it was new, but it was, it's a 2017. It's a beautiful guitar. They call it Ginger Burst. It has the cool, like, silver insert top hat knobs with the thumb bleeders on it. It's got the burst. It's hard to tell on these guitars, but if you look in the neck, it's actually like a really, really deep brown color. These do have binding, body binding, and neck binding too, but it's hard to see, but it's black. It's got, top and bottom of body. The neck also has binding. I'm not sure if this is going to translate on that little iPhone camera that I record this on, but it has Grover tuners on it. The truss rod cover has like the F-hole logo or whatever, which is kind of cool, I guess. I wouldn't mind having a plain one on there. It's got the ABR 1 style bridge where it's screwed right into the body. These are a semi-hollow body, which means the sides are hollow, and there's like a maple block that runs down the middle. I believe it's maple. This one isn't a figure top. This is just like a plain top, they call it. Some of them have like the lines from the maple. But this is just an awesome guitar. And for the price, you really can't beat it. This one has like the silkscreen logo on it, as opposed to like the mother of pearl inlay. And quick story, my dad has always wanted a cherry red one, kind of like Clapton and Chuck Berry, that whole like vintage Gibson one. And the price tag on those are ridiculous. The newer ones are a little more affordable, but they're still up there, the higher end of the Gibsons. So I found one locally. I offered the guy a trade for my Les Paul, and he took it. It was in mint condition, so was my Les Paul. So I swapped them for this cherry one with the figured top, with the mother of pearl inlay and the crown or whatever. And I was able to, I gave this to my dad for his birthday and Christmas this year. He wanted a 335, like I said. The red ones were kind of out of my range. I got a great deal on this one, so we put some money together, and I got this for him. So then I traded, that was back at Christmas time. So then on Sunday of this week, or Saturday, 2 days ago, I messaged a guy on Craigslist. I said, hey, would you be interested in doing a trade for my Les Paul for your 335? His was also a 2017. Mine was a 2019 Les Paul 60s Bourbon Burst. So he said yeah, so we met up. We did the swap. They were both in great condition, and I took it over to my dad's, and then I had him open it, and you know, his eyes lit up, and I said, you know, I'll trade you this red one back for this one, so you can have, you know, your red one. I got mine. You know I have a semi-hollow back in my collection, and he was super happy. He loves it. He's, you know, taking pictures of it and learning Chuck Berry tunes and stuff, and sending me photos and videos and whatnot. So anyways, yeah, that's the story behind this. This is just a cool one. I'll keep this forever. You know, I'm trying to gather one of all the big ones, like I said before: Flying V, Explorer, Telecaster, Stratocaster, semi-hollow body. I do need to add a bass to my collection, so that'll be coming soon. But yeah, thanks for checking out these guitars with me, and I'm going to do a sound demo in a minute. When I do my sound demos, I have bigger amps downstairs, but I always, like, this is my little, like, studio room upstairs. I'm just playing through an orange 35 RT. It's a great little combo amp. It's got everything I need in it. I'm not a big pedal guy, so I usually just run straight through. I do have a handful of pedals, but I don't know. I prefer just running straight through the amp. I guess maybe that's just the lazy side of me, but stay tuned and I'll show you a sound demo of this guitar. One thing I forgot to mention is this guitar has 57 classics, 57 classic in the neck, and then a super 57 classic in the bridge, which is probably just slightly hotter. I'm going to start on the bridge and do a couple tunes here.